What $1 million buys you around the world? Here's a $1 million question for you. So, what do you do if you are given $1 million right now? $1 million is a whole lot of money, and certainly there's also a whole lot you can do with it. Just in case you are at a loss on what you could do with such an incredible amount of money, we have come up with a list of stuff that you could spend $1 million on around the world. Want to know? Let's dive in. Purchase a private island for yourself. Just think about it. You're alone, maybe with your boo, on this lush island, lying on the white shores, enjoying the cool breeze coming through from the ocean waves. It's a dream. With $1 million, you could purchase a lush piece of land on the ready-to-move-in island on the coast of Nicaragua. The island is located in the underdeveloped enclave of French Polynesia. You'll have access to the beautiful beaches, lovely sunshine, and much-needed privacy. It's a great place to get away from the hustle and bustle of city life. This might just be an awesome option to spend your $1 million, you know? Buy a swanky New York City apartment. This one will actually cost you about $1.1 million. But it's still within your grasp if you have $1 million kitty sitting beside you. With this amount of money, you could purchase a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment in Manhattan, in one of the choicest areas in New York. Fancy waking up in the morning and looking over the Hudson River, Central Park, Times Square, and the Statue of Liberty. That's what $1 million could buy you. Real estate around the world. If you are into real estate, there's quite a fair bit $1 million could get you around the world. In Buenos Aires, $1 million could fetch you a 4-bedroom pad in a fancy neighborhood. How about in Cape Town, South Africa, which is one of the wealthiest places in Africa? With about $981,000, you could purchase a 10,000 square foot, 5-bedroom mountainside home. Let's take you to Dubai, where with $1.09 million, you could purchase for yourself a fancy 2-bedroom apartment with 1,900 square feet and a beautiful ocean view for your feasting. In Sydney, Australia, $1 million will get you a 900 square foot apartment just a few meters from the Royal Botanic Gardens. Let's go to London. With $1 million, you can buy a 3-bedroom and a 909 square foot apartment with a nice balcony. We could go on to Munich, Bangkok, Geneva, Rome, Paris, and a host of other cities. The bottom line is that with $1 million, you can become an owner of some really cool real estate and vacation spots all over the globe. A fancy sports car. If you are not one for real estate and high-end property, then you might consider purchasing some classic luxury sports cars. There's the Mclaren Senna, which you can purchase for $1 million. This is a 789 horsepower beast, delivering up to 590 torque power. The Mclaren Senna also comes with transparent doors, something to show off with. If you are looking for an item that is more environmentally friendly, then look no further than the Jaguar CX-75, which will set you back a whopping $1.1 million. This supercat is built with a carbon fiber body, which makes it super light and super strong. The Jaguar CX-75 will do 0 to 100 miles per hour in 6 seconds. So, what you'll be getting with this car is a speed demon. The automobile is also a hybrid, able to run for up to 30 miles on nothing but electric power. The latest $1 million tech. If you are the type who likes to get the latest fancy tech toy on the market, then you could hit big with $1 million. You could go for the Luxor Las Vegas jackpot cell phone, which is priced at $1 million on the dot. What is it about the cell phone? Well, it has a pure gold case that is encrusted with black diamonds. The back panel of the watch is made from a 200-year-old African blackwood. Each key on the watch was made from a single crystal of sapphire. This is possibly the most stunning cell phone on the planet. Launched in 2010, the technology on this cell phone is now well out of date. However, you can get more modern high-tech phones such as the personalized and diamond-encrusted iPhone, which also goes for $1 million. That's a lot more up to date, yeah? Purchase rare vintage comics. This may not have come up in the minds of many people when asked what they could do with $1 million. But if you are an avid comic book fan, buying rare vintage comics is a great way to spend your $1 million. It is an excellent investment as rare comics continue to appreciate with time. You could decide to sell off your vintage comic at any time and make loads of profit. In February 2010, Action Comics Issue 1 was sold at Comic Connect for $1 million. Do you know how much the same item goes for right now? $3.2 million. You see that it's great business if you choose to look at it from that point of view. A famous painting. Much like purchasing rare vintage comics, buying high-end art is a great way of investing $1 million with a view to make more profit from its resale value. There are still a few masterpieces from legendary artists that could be purchased today if you have the eyes and ears for them. In 2009, the art piece Jeune Femme à l'Ombrelle, translated as Young Lady with the Umbrella, was auctioned by Sotheby's for $1.1 million. This video is about spending $1 million around the world. So far, we haven't really taken you around the world to show you what $1 million can command. Let's get on with that, shall we? Dubai is the world's center of sheer opulence and riches. When you think about Dubai, you think about money. Certainly, it is one of the best places to get a value for $1 million in pocket change. There are a lot of things that $1 million could get you in Dubai, but today we'll focus on the flagship hotel in Dubai, the Burj Al Arab. Popularly called the 7-star hotel, the Burj Al Arab is arguably the most luxurious and most expensive hotel on the planet. With $1 million, you should be able to spend 42 nights at the Burj Al Arab. One night at the Burj Al Arab will set you back $24,000. So yeah, 42 nights will swallow up your $1 million, but you'll be left with nothing to spend on the exquisite food and other hotel services. So, you might want to pipe it down a lot less than 42 nights at the hotel. India. India was once considered the poverty capital of the world. However, there are lots of billionaires in India with lots of posh places too. The problem with India is that wealth distribution in the country is pretty uneven, leaving hundreds of millions in poverty. However, for those who have the money, there are a few pretty things they could indulge themselves in India. One of those expensive pretty toys is a custom-made gold and diamond-plated iPhone 5. This phone cost about 72 million rupees, which is equivalent to $1 million US. One man in India that has led the way for lavish spending is the millionaire Dada Fuji. A few years ago, Fuji commissioned a shirt to be made for him that was completely made out of gold. The shirt was rumored to cost up to $1 million. Now, on to the beautiful island of Belize. With $1 million, you can buy yourself a small tiny island in Belize. This is a tiny standalone island that is under the jurisdiction of Belize. In some way, you could consider it your own private country. If you are up to it, you could spend your $1 million purchasing this island and develop it into a private little paradise of yours. The island offers you all the luxury and privacy you would typically expect on a private island. If you ask me, I'll say this is an excellent way to spend your $1 million. The United States. It is the richest country in the world. Surely there's a lot you could spend your money on in the United States. We have already spoken about the $1 million apartments in Manhattan, so we won't go over that again. Instead, we'll look at the Bugatti Veyron, the world's fastest car, which commands a price tag of $1 million. The Bugatti Veyron is a beast of a supercar with only a limited number of the cars available for sale. With $1 million, you can also get for yourself 2 years of service from a domestic staff of 5 who will help you get anything done in your house. This group of domestic staff includes a personal secretary, a housekeeper, a private chef, a butler, and a valet. If you've come this far, then you certainly enjoyed the video. If you did, let us know by clicking the subscribe button down below. Also, turn on the bell notification so you get notified when we upload a new video.